Oh, how I missed looking at this package that has class, exclusivity, quality, sportiness. Yes, I am so excited to report that we have King Ranch Expedition is back in the Ford lineup. Let's check this guy out. What is going on, social media family? My name is Jorge Lopez, and I am your sales consultant here at Tomball Ford. Welcome to yet another video. In this case, we are showcasing a King Ranch Expedition. I'm so excited that Ford decided to bring this guy back. It was highly anticipated and very much so missed from the Expedition lineup. Isn't she a gorgeous truck? We're gonna spend a few moments just going over what you're getting with the Expedition lineup. And again, my name is Jorge from Tomball Ford in Tomball, Texas. If you are in the market for any Ford vehicle, please give me the opportunity to help you guys out. It would be my pleasure. But without further ado, let's talk about the 2020 King Ranch Expedition. Alrighty guys, welcome back. And I want to start off by saying that the trim levels that you get on the 2020 Expeditions are an XL, but the XL trim level is going to be for fleet customers only. You will have three equipment groups, three available options for the XLT, four for the Limited. You've got one for the King Ranch, which is what you're seeing now, and then also one for the Platinum. Now, like any review, I like to start off by showing you guys the window sticker so that you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. So as you can see, we're talking about a 2020 Expedition. There's a King Ranch. This one here is a two-wheel drive with a 3.5 EcoBoost engine. Rapid Red Metallic replaces Ruby Red from last year. The interior is called Ebony del Rio leather trim seats, so that is basically denoting that this is a King Ranch package. That's all of your standard equipment, which is a lot. There's your equipment group 400. So anytime you see equipment group 400, that basically says that this is a King Ranch. The color is an extra add-on. There's a cargo package, which gives you those items that you see there listed. And the second row inflatable seat belts is an option. And lastly, you got a cargo mat that is reversible. That is also an option, as you can see right there. So the asking price, the MSRP for this guy is $75,235. So yeah, these things can get mighty expensive, but guys, you have so much quality. You've got so much interior accents, luxury, that makes this Expedition worthwhile. So let me spend a few moments on the exterior and telling you what you guys get that is exclusive to King Ranch. But before we go there, I do want to tell you a couple of things many things that are actually now standard equipment on all of the Expeditions. So this includes the automatic high beams, the blind spot monitoring system, lane keeping system. You also have a pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, a dynamic brake support, rear camera, Ford Co-Pilot Assist, is included on the Limiteds, which gives you adaptive cruise control and the voice activated navigational software. So that's the stuff that you get on every single Expedition, but on this specific one, we're concentrating on the King Ranch. So let's start from the front end. On the front end, I don't know if you guys can see, but this grille is painted with the stone gray accent, and it basically just makes that grille pop beautifully. I absolutely love that grille. And then if you notice down below, you also have another two-tone accent in stone gray, which breaks up the color beautifully. And if you guys are familiar with King Ranch from back in 2001, I believe is when it came out, two-tone with that beige look was kind of like the typical thing that you would see on all of the King Ranch packages. And Ford is continuing it on this one, but way more subtle. You really can't tell that this is a two-tone, but I promise you that running board is also painted in the stone gray. I really don't know if my camera can catch that, but I promise you it has the stone gray accent on there. And then also the mirror cap, stone gray, continuing that. Now this is where I wish Ford would have also included the stone gray on the wheels. They actually left them for the traditional gray. Don't know if my camera can catch that, but that does not match that right there. In person, you can definitely see the difference, but the truck is still a gorgeous, gorgeous truck. And then also, we continue the stone gray up top in the roof rack. Back in the rear end of the vehicle, the two-tone stone gray continues subtle, but you can still tell that you've got stone gray around the vehicle. So on the outside, that's the stuff that you get on the painting, on the paint, along with King Ranch 22-inch wheels. That is standard on this truck. Man, the outside is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful King Ranch. I'm so excited to show this. This is actually our very first one, and I wanted to bring this to you guys so that you can see it first. Now I'd like to show you the interior of this gorgeous vehicle. So let's start showing you guys the trim piece. So brown is going to be the color. I'm so glad that Ford chose this brown. It's a good looking brown, classy brown. Continues right here, continues with this nice accent right through the middle of it. And let me show you the star of this interior. Del Rio leather, absolutely gorgeous. I am so glad that Ford changed the setup. If you remember on previous King Ranches, a lot of the part of the seat was actually this orange color. And I like this setup better, not only because, you know, it's less bold. This is, in my opinion, more attractive. But yeah, this is called Kingsville stitching, contrast stitching right there. There's your King Ranch logo, and then you also have it right there, if you can see that right there. So attention to detail is what you get with the King Ranch. But another thing you get is the quality of this leather. This leather, if you guys have an opportunity to, you know, go to a dealership or come see me at Tomball Ford, and I'd be happy to show you one. But this leather is extremely soft. This leather is very comfortable to the touch. It is a beautiful to the feel leather. Man, I absolutely love this. It's gorgeous. So we continue on the interior with the leather on the steering wheel. So this is also Del Rio leather with the stitching, as you can see right there. On the center console, you also have Del Rio leather right there with the stitching. It's a beautiful setup. Pardon my bag right there. let's have a seat here because I do want to show you this setup right here. So there's your wood applique, even on the media bin right there. Very good looking, high end shifter. I've gotten mixed feelings on the shifter. A lot of people don't like it, but there's actually a benefit to this. There actually has been some fatalities where people do forget to put it in park. They either walk in front of the vehicle, they walk behind it, and they get pinned by the vehicle when it's rolling down. In this case, Ford decided to go with this rotary shifter for safety purposes. Not only to open up, the space here to allow for more buttons, but if we're driving, as you can see, the vehicle is in drive right now, and if I open the door, look at what happens. It goes back to park, and now I'm not moving anymore. So that's another reason why Ford is going with the electronic shifter for safety purposes, along with opening up of space right here. Now, another thing that I want to show you is the Sync 3 system. Let me put my phone down and spend a few moments on that. This is the new Sync 3 system, and there should be an update for those of you that don't have the latest and greatest. But man, I just love the fact that these buttons are easy to maneuver, but they just look way better. They look more modern. I do have a video about my personal truck, and I did a review on it. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it on the cards up top and also description below. But this was one of my complaints that I have about my Sync 3 system. I've got a 2018 Ford F-150, and one of my complaints was that the buttons and the display just look very outdated. And this right here is just absolutely gorgeous. It's pretty quick, but the buttons just look, way better than what they used to. So that's another thing that you get on the 2020 King Ranch. Continuing over here in the back, I want to show you again what we are talking about in the King Ranch, and the leather right over here. It turns into black leather right there with the contrast on the Del Rio leather right over there. But look at these seats. Now the seats are now becoming to be standard for having the captain seats like you see here. Pardon my equipment there, my camera equipment, but captain seats are now standard, believe it or not. There is an option to have the bench seating, which is an additional charge, but captain seats is probably what most people would prefer to have. Here's another look on the interior. It's just absolutely gorgeous. What do you guys think about this leather? And what do you guys think about the King Ranch in general? Do you guys like it? Please comment below and let me know. I do love this setup. Pretty neat. Very gorgeous. What I like to do now is take it for a quick test drive and give you my impressions on this 2020 King Ranch. So I want to bring you guys along for this test drive, and just to give you guys my feel on the 2020 King Ranch, as my cell phone is going crazy. Sorry about that. Focus. Okay. Well, driving about 40 miles an hour, and the vehicle comfort level is really good. The seats are very soft. They hug you really nicely. And with the climate control seats, they feel awesome. Even though we're at about 80 degrees right now here in Texas, the summers can get pretty hot, and we do use our climate control seats very, very often. But man, the feel is great. The visibility is good. The blind spot monitoring system is working perfectly. Even though this is a pretty large SUV, it doesn't feel that way. It still feels like you have everything under control. Again, your visibility is good. I'm able to see everything around me. The blind spot monitoring system, like I said, is working perfectly fine. Acceleration is good. Acceleration is great. yeah, that EcoBoost engine has plenty of power. The stability is good. I mean, a little bit of body roll, but that's, you know, a given because this is a tall vehicle to begin with anyways. But man, so far this is great. Let's see on a corner as my cell phone goes crazy. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is great. Cell phone, focus. Yeah, power's good. I'm punching it. Very, very good pickup. No problem whatsoever on this. Can't complain. Everything's good. Everything is great. So if you guys have an opportunity to go to your local Ford dealership, take one for a spin. You'll notice what I'm talking to you about on this leather. You'll notice that this leather is really nice and soft and just very, very comfortable, which is one of the things that you get when you're going up into the higher trim levels. Now you're talking about quality. Okay, so when you go into the King Ranch and the Platinum trim levels, now you're talking about the quality stuff, and that's what King Ranch definitely brings to the table. So if you have an opportunity, go to your local Ford dealership and test drive one. And if you're by Houston in Texas, come over to Tomball Ford and speak with me personally. I would love to lend you one for a test drive so you can see what it's all about. So I dare you, come see me today at Tomball Ford. So there you have it, guys. This is just a quick video to showcase the interior and the exterior look of the 2020 King Ranch Expeditions. Just a gorgeous, luxurious, and I'm so glad to have this vehicle back in the lineup. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you liked the vehicle, give us some likes. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We've got some really good content coming. I don't know if you guys know, but Ford is going full electric on many of their vehicles, and the Mustang inspired SUV crossover is headed our way in 2020. I've got some really important news about it, so subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss that. And if you guys are interested in getting some more information about the 2020 Expedition or any of the Ford vehicles that we offer here at Tomball Ford, don't hesitate to let me know. I'll put my information on the screen and also have it in the description of this video. I've been here for almost 20 years, and it would be my pleasure to help you guys out on any vehicle purchase that you guys are wanting. Don't forget to share the video. Comment below, what do you guys think? I'm losing my voice. What do you guys think about this brand new 2020 King Ranch Expedition? Comment below. We'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.